name's Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is thinking about making some high-level commitment, whether that is proposing or saying, hey, let's move in together, or starting a family, maybe even just admitting that they have feelings for you and that they want to get to know you better. Whatever it is, it does feel like this is something they've been thinking about for a while and finally feel like it's time to have this conversation, even if they're feeling just a little bit nervous about it. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Let's see, what should we start with? We're gonna go with, do we want, no? We'll go with the noisy tarot, that's what we'll do. Hello, Nat. Hello, Maharguna. How are we doing today? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. All right. What else do we have? The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Cups in the reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So this looks to me like we have somebody that is, I don't know if this is necessarily a very committed individual, or like this could be someone you view as non-committal, because we have this Nine of Pentacles. I think maybe for the majority of you, this is someone who views you as not really wanting to be with people, because it's like Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Cups, or sorry, Three of Cups in the reverse. There are two different kinds of like disagreement with relationships. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse could be somebody who lacks loyalty, but I think it's more so that this is someone who doesn't offer it easily. But with the Three of Cups in the reverse, kind of clarifying that, it's also like, well, so does this person just like have a lot of situationships or have a roster? No, this is somebody who's on their own. So someone's wondering if you really want to be in a relationship at all, because it seems like what you're focused on is you, or, you know, making sure that you're not getting into connections that are a bad use of time, right? Hello, Dana. How are you doing? Hello, John. How are you doing? Hello, Pri. How's your day? Hello, Matt. Hello, Famous Seamus. How's it going? Hello, Herman. What's up? So, yeah, I think that's what it is for the majority of you. Again, for some of you, this could be a person who themselves, normally, they don't really get involved with anyone. And it could be both of you. But there's this decision of, if I find somebody that I could actually see myself being in a relationship with, then shouldn't I do that kind of thing? Sorry, that like glare is bothering me. It's still there. Dang it. Oh well. So you may have won over somebody who's a little bit difficult, or you're getting somebody to work up the confidence to pursue something that other people would view as like hunting Beowulf. Like, good luck. Many have failed before you, that kind of thing. Eight of Cups in the reverse, Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. See, this person who's wanting to approach you, they feel like they have an advantage over the people that you've rejected in the past. They feel like there's good reasoning that you were not willing to entertain those individuals, and that maybe they have a little bit of, I don't know, like a better offer, or they're coming with better intentions. I think they know that you're pretty solid on discernment or intuition. Like, I can't sit here and like play games or lie to you about who I am. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Redbeard. How we doing? Hey, Amy, it's been 5 minutes, almost exactly. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the reverse of the 9 of Cups. Okay, so we get it. You're happy. You don't need anybody. But, like, what if I want to be that person? Do you really have everything that you want as is? Are you unwilling to invest in other people? Or if there is somebody who is, you know, on the, I don't know, same level, or someone who's at least being very genuine and has good intentions, like, then would you consider it? I think this is more so somebody who doesn't really know what you want as far as a relationship, and therefore implies that they don't know you too well, right? 7 of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. They know they can't rush you. They know that you have things that are a priority, whether that's family related or career, and they can't interrupt that. We have the Fool in the reverse and the Death card. I don't know who this is. This person's like watched you reject other people. I don't know if this is literally like social media. You know, you have a friend and they see other people hitting on you and your posts and you're like, or if this is in your friend group, right? They may have talked to other people who were interested in you and heard how things went and realized, like, this is not somebody who's just out here taking dates because they want a free dinner, you know? This is someone who's very selective. Hello, Lee. How are you doing? Thank you for the tip for the coming week. Absolutely. And thank you for the tip. Hello, Anam. How are you doing? Hey, Sierra. How are you today? Hello, Holy Ghost. I would agree. It's good to be selective. This is somebody who's concerned that, like, how selective, right? Do I have what it takes? They're a little bit nervous. Let's get a few from the romance, the angel romance oracle. Romance angel oracle? I always mix it up. It's one of the two, okay? It's pink. It's easy to find. I feel like this is one of the more common oracle decks on tarot readers' channels. All right, what do we have? Let your friends help you. And healing family issues. Ask for and accept support from others and your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. For some of you, it's not about your parents. It could be, you know, an aunt or a sibling or whatever. But this is basically saying we've got people who have been working on their healing, trying to get to that place where they would be ready for that meaningful relationship, right? Hey, Storytime, how are you doing? I've added that for you. Thank you for the tip. Did I miss Grindheart? Hello, Grind. How's it going? Oh, I'm so proud of you, Lee. Good for you. I hope you found that somebody was that Queen of Cups, willing to, you know, chat you up or make you feel more welcome. And then we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's why we have the pathway card at the beginning from the Lenormand. This is saying you got a choice. Do you want to be with this person or not? And I think it could be a little bit challenging to give up the independence for someone here. That could be something that is discussed. There could also be concerns on both sides of the equation because I don't feel like either of these individuals are codependent. All right, this is Cat's Eye Tarot. Hello, Nia. How you doing? What else do we have? the Lovers in the reverse, the High Priestess, and the Page of Cups. Oh, these cards are so cute. So the Lovers in the reverse is, again, someone who has this love to give, right? This Ten of Cups is happiness and fulfillment, happy home. This is someone who has not been chosen or who has not chosen someone for themselves. Someone who is seen as a little bit secretive or elusive. Maybe people are trying to figure out, like, what do you actually want? Like, who would be a good partner for you? Are you content to just be on your own, right? But then this individual is sitting here like, can I make an offer? What if I have a crush? What if I want to, like, get to know you better? This is so cute. I think this is genuine intentions. And acknowledging that you really do not mess with a lot of people. I would not be surprised if you came through as the Hermit at some point. About the house. Is it wise to go back there and continue? And plan to sell? And be in Australia or here in hometown? And be... or be here in hometown. Awesome. I've got that for you. Thank you, Pri. Oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that story time. Why am I so sad? I've added that for you. I really do hope that things get more cheerful for you. That's funny. Hello, how's it going, Curry? Nah, we're very different people. My name is Carmen. So we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and this talks about someone trying to decide, should I invest in this? Would this person invest in this? Because with the Star, again, there's this reference to, I feel like I've worked on what I needed to, or I feel like I'm in a better place, or I could actually be in, you know, the kind of relationship that I want to be in with this person. The problem is, you know, it seems like they do really well, like, on their own. Don't really spend a lot of time with others. Nine of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So if I make my confession and my intentions known and pursue something with this Nine of Pentacles, you know, there's a little bit of anxiety here because it could be that I make these plans or that I express what I want only to be rejected or even, you know, like made fun of by others, because this is something that they're aware of other people getting rejected, right? Or, you know, people having high hopes only to see them dashed. So there's this awareness that if they make their move, if they, you know, confess their feelings for this Nine of Pentacles, there could be other people in the social group or workplace or whatever this is that are like, haha, you too, huh? Just one of the group. Oh, you thought you were special? Like, they don't want to deal with that either. Maybe that's like even a little bit more concerning than however you might reject them, right? Do some talk. Yes, I do. How are you doing, Wyatt? Hello, Barbara. I feel like I learned more than that, too. That's the one that is easiest for me to remember. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Story time. My apologies. I assumed you knew the drill, but it's probably been a little while. So we're at about 15 minutes in, and I start the personal questions at about 30 or 35 minutes in. So if you want to pop back in about 20 minutes, I will not blame you for that, but you are also welcome to enjoy the folks in the live chat and the general reading until then. Hello, Sargab. How are you doing today? Hello, Queen of South. What's up? Amy, I don't necessarily look for the, like, distinguishing a specific astrological sign in general readings unless it seems repetitive. So, you know, at times we'll have a lot of cups come out and I'll say it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I don't always feel the pull to specify because of the fact that it is a general reading. And this has been fairly varied in terms of what I've seen for cards so far, but it's also been a little bit heavier on Oracle than Tarot so far. So we have Judgment in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Wow, the Nine of Cups in the same column even. See, here's the thing. I do think that our Nine of Pentacles, that could be you, that could be the person who's interested in you, and doesn't want to say anything maybe, but we've got someone who they're thinking there's a decent chance. Like, so you're telling me there's a chance kind of thing, right? Yes, I've seen you reject other people. Yes, I know that you like your alone time. You're not going to be like quick to jump into a relationship, but like, do I actually have a chance? That's what I need to know. Thank you, Nat. I've got that added for you. Oh, that's funny, Redbeard. Oh, story time. I'm sending you happy energy. My coworkers used to get irritated with me because I don't drink coffee and I'd show up and like be starting work at like 6:45 or 7 and hey guys, how are you doing? And they'd be like, why are you so peppy? Oh yeah, absolutely, Amy. Give it a little bit. We'll get some more with the tarot here. So we've got the World in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is clarifying the Star. So there's a question mark here. This person has like observed you or knows of you enough to know that there is someone in your past that you were in a relationship with and things did not go well. So this could have been somebody who was literally bad for you with regards to your financial security or even job security. This could be somebody who was really stressful in terms of how they impacted your emotional or mental health. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it feels to me like your admirer is feeling like there's solid reasoning here for why romance hasn't really been your priority, you know? That there was somebody who caused a setback in your life. So we have the King of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords. Yeah, so they see you as this King of Cups in the reverse. It's not very like flattering, but it's a concern they have, you know, like, are you so upset over that thing that happened in your previous relationship that you're unwilling to commit to somebody or take that chance again? Or have you healed from it? Because remember, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is clarifying the Star. Star is about healing. Like, I've healed from the things in my past, and I'm hoping that you've been able to get to a point where you've let that go as well, right? Because then maybe, just maybe, I've read things wrong and you aren't actually emotionally unavailable. There are people who I think look at you as emotionally unavailable because it's easier on their ego to say that it's because of some like deficiency on your side rather than I'm not good enough or they saw that my intentions were not good, right? So this person has to kind of sort out what is real and what is just other people having a little bit of, you know, irritation over you because they were rejected. No problem, Amy. Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be nice? Instead of somebody who's wasting your time. We've got the Ace of Swords. the Knight of Wands. They see you as very honest, having high integrity. But with the Knight of Wands, they feel like you're very, like you attract attention. For some of you, this is because you have, you know, you're quite attractive physically. It could be also you've got a fabulous personality. There's something here that draws people to you. And that's, again, why they've seen these rejections. So they're wondering, what is it that, like, do you like all of this attention? Are you looking for that external validation? Or is it just that people can't really figure you out? Because you've got that High Priestess energy. It doesn't matter what your gender is. There's something about you where you don't feel the need to put all of your information out there, so people naturally want to learn more about you, right? Hello, Zoe. How are you doing? Hello, Dawn. Hello, Rathisha. Rathisha? Sorry. Hello, Rick. What's up? Thank you. The Hierophant and the reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles. So this admirer of yours is going to make an unexpected or unconventional attempt. Okay? It's like, I don't want it to look like everybody else. Chariot in the reverse. Because those people have failed. And I think it's because they weren't taking into consideration who they were approaching and who they were asking out. This is like, I've got to tailor my approach to the person that I'm interested in. Not just like send some flowers and be like, hey, you want to go to Taco Bell? Hey, it's okay if you like Taco Bell. I'm not going to judge you, but it's like really not date like quality, okay? Don't look at me like that. We got the Seven of Cups in the reverse. The Hanged Man in the reverse, and Judgment. How do I get this person to see me as more than a friend? Oh, okay. So this is like, I need to reveal that I'm interested in this person and that I don't want to be just friends. But I also want to make sure that there's some component of that that touches on what I know about this Nine of Pentacles and what they actually want or don't want. Okay, this is interesting. So this feels like planning going into a date that reflects what somebody knows or has heard this Nine of Pentacles say. Like, oh, I've always wanted to go fishing. You can make fun of me if you want. How about ice fishing? That's unusual, right? That's fun. Shout out to the Canadians. This is like, I know something about you that you enjoy, and it requires a little bit of planning. It requires, I don't know, a reservation or like building something. I don't know, but they're doing something that is meant to show, number one, I'm invested. It's not just like some little like, hey, you want to go out sometime? That I put some thought into this and that I really want it to be an enjoyable first date. That will make it like impossible for this Nine of Pentacles to reject me, right? Right? That's what they're thinking. I like it. I think if you're gonna go for it, it's kind of like go big or go home, right? I know this person doesn't really like to date a lot of people, so I gotta show that I'm serious. Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. Uh-oh. Who's the liar here? King of Swords in the reverse too? That's a bad combination, you guys. It's a real bad combination. This is already a card that talks about deception and lying. And then it's like, but wait, they're also a King of Swords in the reverse. This person lies all the time. Not the admirer. This is, with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone who is not a good friend. I think this is a jealous individual. We have somebody who knows of other people getting rejected by the Nine of Pentacles. And I think this is one of those people, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to tell this person that I know the Nine of Pentacles doesn't like them. Then they won't actually like go hit on them or do anything, you know? Like maybe this friend catches our little, I shouldn't say little, our admirer here, making those plans a reality, you know, like buying flowers, writing something in a card, wrapping a gift, whatever it might be. Oh, that Nine of Pentacles doesn't like you. Yeah, no, told me like yesterday. Something here is said meant to derail this like confession of emotions, but it stems from not honesty or like looking out for a friend, but jealousy. Oh no. Okay, so what do we want? We'll go with the Morgan Greer. And we're at 25 minutes, by the way, so probably about 10 minutes. Could it be a catfish? Amy, I love it. That makes me feel better about my analogy choice. Could it be a catfish? It could be, because to be honest, this person's not really wanting to show me who they are. It's like this whole reading is about how someone sees you and how they see other people looking at you. So Page of Wands in the reverse, Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I'm telling you, there is a friend, quote unquote friend, because I don't think they're a very good friend, who says, oh, you have a crush on Billy? Well, that's too bad. Billy told me that you're like the opposite of their type. Or Billy told me that, you know, he found someone he's excited about last week. There's a lie specifically designed to prevent this confession from happening, because maybe we just have somebody who's a little jealous and feels like that offer might actually get accepted by the Nine of Pentacles. And this person, a little bit immature, doesn't want those two to actually get together. Hello, Gerline. How you doing today? Thank you for the tip. What are Jay's feelings for me? Awesome. I've added that for you. Did you add more than the 2 story time? I've got 2 written down for you, so I think it'll be all right. But I haven't gotten to the personal questions yet, okay? Oh, yeah. Seems fishy. Great word choice. I mean, I do feel like there's some kind of cloaked element here, but I think it's also mostly shyness. I don't know that this person's really manipulative, like the catfish side of things. Why the Judgment card? Yeah. So we have someone who has to be able to recognize this is someone who's lying to me because they're jealous, and still have the confidence to approach the High Priestess or the Nine of Pentacles. Thank you, Stephanie. Why is M ignoring me? Will he cancel on Tuesday? I hope not, but I've added that for you, Stephanie. Thank you. Storytime, if you want to just screenshot that for me, it would be really hard for me because I make so much content. I don't know how I would find it, but if you can screenshot it for me, that would be really helpful. And you can email it to me. Otherwise, it's just, like, I really do my best to try to make sure that I catch all the questions, and my moderators do a good job of keeping me honest on that as well. But I've got to have some sort of screenshot to be able to track it, because I keep the notes of what I write down for questions, so that helps. Hello, Baha. How are you doing? Oh, that's very sweet. I agree with that. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back, Redbeard. Yeah, sorry, story time. It's just really hard for me to keep track of that, but generally, if I miss something and you're able to screenshot it in that moment, like before you sign out of the live chat, you can catch it before I can, because then it takes about 12 hours for that live chat, sometimes less, to show up on YouTube where I could be able to see it. You know what I mean? I'll have Redbeard. Y'all are funny. Hello. Ooh, should I call you OJ? Does that work? I don't know if it does do it automatically now that I think about it, but to be honest, Amy, the membership has been a little bit of a ride. I think YouTube is working on that, but it's been difficult. So you should just for sure let me know by email if there's any issues, you guys. I don't know. I've been trying to keep track of that, but yeah. Oh, look at this. We have the Tower, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This person who's trying to block the confession from your admirer is able to somehow identify that this is bad information or that somebody has lied to them. And it's like, oh, it's like that? You're over here, you just jealous because you don't have any chance? I see how it is. Okay. So now we have somebody who reverses course. They're like, wait, I was told that the high priestess chose someone else or doesn't like me or thinks my jokes are horrible, you know? You're telling me that I still have a chance? Hold on, let me grab my Samsonite. Like, this person's like, okay. I have my plan ready. I like have like what I'm gonna say ready. And now you're telling me I should go do this then, right? Like I should go tell this person that I have, okay, hold on. I gotta change. I should shower, right? This person's like so excited because they're like, dream is coming back to life. You know, they spent some time, maybe wrote a letter, I don't know, built a gazebo. Who knows what this person did, but it was a big deal. And it was for this Nine of Pentacles high priestess. And now they're like, oh, okay. So I've got to at least try, right? Hello, John. How are you? Oh, that's so awesome, Amy. Thank you. I mean, most people, yeah, you know, showers are a good idea. Most people. But you know, when you're meeting someone, you want to look your best. When you're confessing your feelings and hoping that they're attracted to you, you probably want to smell decent, right? Maybe it had been a while. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This communication or advice that someone said was from the High Priestess was manufactured by the not really a friend person, by the jealous person, by the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so now it's looking like we could have some water energy for the astrological sign of the admirer with the Hanged Man. I think that's specifically Pisces. But this is speaking of indecisiveness, right? Do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Which lines up with that choice at the beginning of the reading, the two doors. So someone lied to me about what that high priestess wants or what they said, which means there's still a chance. And now I have to like go put that plan in motion and confess my feelings and just figure it out because I don't want to sit here and wonder anymore. Hello, Deb. How are you doing? Smelling fine in my new gazebo. Yes, exactly. Why don't you come on over, baby? I just showered and I built this gazebo. Made some pizza. Baked some brownies. It's perfect. What else can you want? Yeah. Hello. How's it going, King Angel? So we've got the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay. So we have the King of Swords in reverse, who lied about whether or not there was actually, you know, something potential that could happen with the Nine of Pentacles, High Priestess, right? And now we have this Hanged Man, the person who is indecisive. I don't know if I should say something. I don't know if this person would be interested. Now they're leaning into this King of Swords in the upright energy, which is communication, honesty. So maybe I held back because I was given some not so accurate information, but now that I've cleared that up, now it's time to fight for what I want. Nine of Wands. I want this 10 of Cups. All right, so they're gonna confess. I like it. You just have to watch out because there is a third party who would like to ruin that, who wants to tell them not to confess to you at all. All right, we are going to start on those personal questions. We have Lee and then story time, Pre, Nat, Gerline, and Stephanie. Yes, welcome to the channel. This sounds like a rough day. Wait, I'm really confused. Am I missing somebody who's like being a jerk? And I'm just over here in my own world? That's funny. Isn't that the best when somebody's like trying to insult you or like ruin your day and you're just like, la 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 la. Sorry, I'm busy doing my tarot reading. But thank you, Redbeard. All right, what else? No, not what else. We've got Lee up first. What do we have for Lee in the upcoming week, please? Two of Wands. Justice and Strength in the reverse. Seems like there is, how do I say this? There's a lot of discussions happening about what's going to be decided. There's a lot of nervousness and anxiety, maybe even sleeplessness. We've got this Strength in the reverse, which I feel is probably on both sides, but perhaps more so on your ex's side. We have the Empress and the Sun. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. I feel like things are going to feel more fair this week. Things are going to seem more like you're being understood or the situation is being appreciated for what it actually is, right? Y'all are sweet. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Someone has to come back around and explain a story. And I feel like this is, hey, there are some inconsistencies here. You had previously told us X, Y, Z. Could you clarify that again? And in my mind, the way I see it, Lee, is an episode of Perry Mason. I don't know how much you guys like old television. I really like old television. That's why we got I Love Lucy emoji for the members. Perry Mason often features a person who is accused of something that didn't actually do it, and there's this wild path that you go on trying to figure out what actually happened, who actually done it, right? And at some point, you often have a person being recalled to the stand and you have to answer the same questions or slight variation on what you said before, and then we're going to catch the lie. You know, it's basically Perry Mason could be called Where's the Lie? Because we're going to find it. I know generally Where's the Lie is like, we're not lying. This is, I feel like, being re-questioned about the same thing because we know you lied. So, and I know you know I'm not talking about you. So I wish you luck with that. And I hope I can get some more positive reads on the situation going forward, right? It's a new year. Thank you, Sargav. Let me write this down for you. I get a little hesitant on the which month element. Sargab, generally the answers that I get regarding timelines are going to be about the levers that need to be addressed or the things that need to change before something happens. So if I say something is going to happen in January, but then your ex ends up, slipping back into old behavior, then that changes, right? So I will ask which month, but I have a feeling it'll be ending up more like the answer I just described, where it's going to say, if this happens, then this. If that doesn't happen, then longer, right? Which month? Ex situationship. Gonna reach out. And the other thing I would add to that, I really hope you don't feel like I'm up on like a pulpit or anything, but the other thing I would add to that is when we have an expectation that we're going to hear from somebody and that excites us, we could potentially lose focus on the things that we should be working on because we're like doing a countdown in our head, right? Like, oh, well, I can wait on this because I'm excited. There's only 7 more days. If you have that countdown, it can make it difficult for you to do the self-healing or the working on the things for yourself component of it. So sometimes I think those dates or that timeline is kept from us for that reason. Intentions. X reactions. And new guy. Ooh, you even want to ask who will you choose? I would encourage you to ask questions without such a definitive, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of being a jerk right now. I'm really not trying. I'm just, the person that you choose, it should be based on how they're showing up, right? And if there are still things that need to be worked out, it's about, is this person showing up the way that they could be? Because we all have past in front of us. Am I going to make the right decision? Am I going to fall into bad behavior? Am I going to, let somebody back into my life? I will ask. But I encourage you to leave some elements open because your intuition is going to guide you in that moment as well, right? Not telling you don't ask me any questions. I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a jerk right now, but there are a lot of healing elements of somebody's personal growth. Am I letting go of things? Have I forgiven someone? Have I accepted that I should have done this differently? Hello, Manvi. How are you doing? Okay, good. Hello, Sokol. How are you doing? Nice try. Did I say hello to Deborah? What's going on? Thank you, Dana. Let me add that for you. And I'm sorry, guys, if I talked about that for too much. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm deleting your comment and asking for you to clarify because it seems a little bit rude. And we don't really like rude people here. We like to be kind and sweet to people. All right. So we're going to move to Storytime's question. In Storytime, we're going to use the Earth and Bones Tarot. So the first question is, what's on my mind? on Storytime's mind? Empress in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles, Chariot in the reverse, 2 of Crystals, King of Wands. So this feels to me like you're trying to make a decision regarding something that feels impossible or something that feels like there's no clear path forward, but you have this willingness to make some effort, take some action. Feels to me like an ex or somebody that you are in no contact with the Empress in the reverse being clarified by the Lovers in the reverse. This is like there's unfinished business. I feel like there's like a deep connection here. Does this person feel the same? Are they, you know, toxic? 9 of Petals or 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Wicks or Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this feels to me like a no contact situation, and your intuition or, you know, your mind is drawn to this person. The Emperor. I feel like you're pondering action. King of Wands and the Emperor. This is heavy Aries energy. Heavy on the, do I have to do something? Then, okay, I'll do something. But the 2 of Petals is in the reverse. The 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you second guess yourself. So, why so sad? Four of Petals or 4 of Pentacles, Hanged Man in the reverse. 9 of Wicks or 9 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. Because you know if you put all of your effort in that you could have something amazing. But right now, it's like you're holding back. So the 4 of Pentacles is often depicted with like a dude holding onto the 4 of Pentacles, like the coins, right? And then the city's behind him, and it's like, to me, this is saying you're not being vulnerable because you want to protect yourself, but not being vulnerable with someone that you want to be connected to is a requirement. So it's like, is it worth the risk? And the sadness to me seems like you want that companionship. Even if it's not necessarily this specific person, there's a void of that companionship. So the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, this is like, how much am I willing to do? Am I willing to take this action, right? Should I do this? I will say this, unless you have been blocked, unless you have somebody who has told you they never want to see you again, and like they gotta, you know, like we gotta be respectful of people's boundaries, right? But if there's something that keeps pulling you back and you're able to find a respectful way to try to re-establish that connection, maybe it's a letter instead of a, you know, email or text message, or, you know, like it's the way you approach it. But this is saying, should I take action? And I feel like it's something that's important to you, so you probably should take action on it. It's about finding the right way to do it. Hello, Steve. How are you doing? Hello, Rapper. What's up? Hello. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Hello, Sam. What's up? Or what's up? Sorry, I was trying to read your comment at the same time. Hello, MKG. How are you doing? All right. Story time. I am sending you happy energy and a big old hug. Assuming you're okay with hugs. And I hope things improve for you. But I love that I see the King of Wands and the Emperor energy here. This is saying there is like more motivation coming through for you. Hello, Joe. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry you don't like it. Hello. How's it going, Kevin? Hey, Anne. How's your day? We've got Pre up next. Is it wise to go back to our house and continue to plan to sell and be in Australia or be in hometown? But I'm going to leave it as that so I get the yes or no. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is saying there's something here that, like, it might be wise for you to plan to do the Australia thing, deal with the house, but not right now. Right now, it seems like there's something else that needs to be a priority. It could be someone's health, to be honest. I feel like traveling right now would be not advisable, but the goal of going to sell the place and be in Australia is a valid, like, that's a good path. It's just not right now. There's something that needs to be balanced first. I don't know if anyone has like a doctor's appointment already on a calendar for themselves, or if there's like a yearly checkup or what, but I feel like there's something here where someone doesn't feel well or someone needs to address, like maybe even get like a prescription or something. I don't normally see this kind of stuff because I try to limit the health stuff. But this is saying there is something here health-wise that needs to be addressed first, because if you were trying to travel or, you know, work a lot, it could make the situation even worse. It's true. Nat, you want to be a moderator? Yeah, I think he dipped. It's okay. Hey, guess what, Joe? Oh, we don't really care what you think. You're welcome to come back tomorrow, though, honey. Maybe you'll be in a better mood then. But I don't do my makeup on the basis of whether or not you like it. I don't do anything that way. Ah, thank you for adding that context. Is it Maceo or Mace or Mac? Ooh, because it's O'Brien, probably? Okay. Appreciate that insight. Apparently there are fires in Australia. It would not be a good idea to go back right now. So that is important to consider. And I don't know, that could kind of be like smoke instead of clouds, right? So best to wait a little bit. It does seem like the number 8 is important. Could be like 8 weeks, because we had 8 of Wands and the Strength card come out together. But there's something here that needs to be addressed, and then you go. Okay, so let's see what we've got for Nat. Oh, you're sweet, Amy. Thank you. Okay, Mace. Sorry about that. Thank you for subscribing, Rapper. I appreciate that. Hello, Hayden. Hello, Goddess. How are you doing? Hello, Melissa. Hello, Sophia. All right, so for Nat, we've got random. What do we have for Nat? King of Wands, 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords in the reverse, and the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, what is all this passionate energy? Is this an X? Oh my, is this an X when we get the 5 of Cups? You guys tell me you know how funny that is. Okay, this could be, just like I was telling Amy, we've got an abundance here of fire energy, okay? I have pulled 5 cards and 3 of them are wands, okay? This is somebody from your past, Nat, who is stuck in the 5 of Cups, which is regret, remorse, I shoulda, woulda, coulda kind of thing, right? This person is overwhelmed, extremely stressed out, anxious, maybe even pacing over you. And is this somebody that Nat cares about, wants to hear from? Yes. I think you would at least want to know that this person feels like they messed up. Because they would have been the one to walk away or pull back. So this looks to me like somebody who's going to come back around, because this is somebody who feels like, before I wasn't able to be you know, a good partner to you or approach you in the right way. But now I feel like I can. Okay. So they're in regret. They feel like they wasted an opportunity with you, and now they're deciding, but it's different. This is such a weird juxtaposition. They're over here like, oh, I like missed out on everything. Like I regret but they're like, but now it's gonna be perfect. Now everything's gonna be great. So something has changed in this person's life. They have been working on something. They're coming through as the King of Wands, which is somebody who's very like I was just saying with story times reading, ready to take action, confident, and passionate, right? Yeah, right. Yes, I pray the same. All right, and then Nat finally with the Eight of Wands. Are you kidding me? This happened with story time too. You just got the Eight of Wands and Strength as well. That's wild. So you need to be able to operate in this energy when this person communicates with you, because I feel like your intuition is going to be very helpful in determining whether or not this person is worth talking to. But I do feel like you want to, like I said, at least know what happened. So it might just be a little bit closure for you, or it might be like a second act. All right. I'm glad. All right, so we've got Gerline up next. What are Jay's feelings for me? No problem, Nat. What are Jay's feelings for Gerline, please? Chariot in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse, Empress. Conflicted. This person feels like they have no path forward or a way to resolve this. With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, they feel like you're getting over this easier than they are, or that things will be easier for you to, you know, move forward on than for them. This is someone who's going through some financial stresses in addition to being emotional over you. But Jay views you as the Empress, somebody who makes them feel comfortable or safe. But also feels like, I can't talk to you. Why? Trying to figure out the right thing to say, it looks like to me. So, are they stuck in their head? Yup. I can't figure out what to say, even though I miss you, or even though I feel like there should be more. I keep to myself because I feel like there's nothing that I could say that would resolve the problem that I started, or, you know, make things better. All right, let's see what we've got for Stephanie. We've got, why is M ignoring me? Why is M ignoring me? For Stephanie, please. Justice, Moon in the reverse, Emperor. Feels like it's the right thing to do. Why the Moon in the reverse? Is there someone else that... I don't see another person that M is interested in or focused on, but it feels to me like this is worried about your intentions. Feeling like I have to take the safe path. Hierophant in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think there's trust here. I can't invest in this, or I can't, like, you know, hope for things to go well. He feels like you didn't tell him something. Eight of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse. It's like you didn't necessarily lie, but you could have told me this, or you could have been honest about this. So Tower in the reverse, I feel like there's not some major thing that happened, but like over time, like, okay, this is just maybe not what I want. So will he cancel on Tuesday? Yeah, I do feel like he's going to cancel on Tuesday. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is definitely pulling back and not feeling like this is right and focusing elsewhere. Is there someone else interested? Yes. 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups. You'll have communication from someone else, though. This person might cancel. Was it M? Yeah. So hopefully it'll end up working out and that rejection will be protection for you. Hello, Buzz. How are you doing? All right, so we've got Sarkap up next. This is the Pulp Tarot. Which month will the X situationship reach out? Eight of Pentacles, Lovers in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. So my initial read, I mean, eights have been really popular, right? But Eight of Pentacles popped out for you first, so my initial read would be August. But I also feel like the clarifier here is saying Lovers in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. But this person needs to like work on some things in order for that to work out, because right now we still have somebody who is like avoidant or not seeing things for how they really are. With the Tower, there's going to be something, it's an opportunity for this person to change. Now, I don't normally take cards in the sideways spot here, but the Two of Cups, to me, that came out pretty sideways, indicating I love this person, but do I love this person enough, or do I want to be in love with this person, right? Am I going to try to turn those emotions off and pretend that I don't actually have that desire? Or am I going to, I don't know, like I think they're kind of struggling with seeing how things could go well, but also not wanting to completely lose out on that situation. How? How will they reach out? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, 10 of Swords. I feel like this is when they think that it's really over. There might be something that causes a sense of urgency because maybe you find someone else. What would the intentions be? The World and the Queen of Swords, to get around your boundaries. So in other words, if you pursue or are pursued by someone else and you get into a relationship, that would bring this person out of the woodwork. Do not misconstrue my words. I am not telling you to go waste somebody's time and get in a relationship so this person contacts you because then they're worried that things are really over. Because this person's intentions are not what you would want anyways. So even if you went through all of that work and you know, hurt some rando just to be in a relationship, this person would irritate you or walk away after they got what they wanted. So it's more so that if there's enough time or there is this, you know, gossip or something on social media and I start to wonder about whether or not you're in a relationship with someone else, that either motivates this person to come through and try to like seduce you or lie to you or to get their act together. It depends on whether or not they make the right choice. Like, am I just going to make it about winning and, you know, being able to steal you away from someone? Or am I going to be like, hey, maybe I should actually like work on myself, you know? What's your deal, bro? I don't know what you're warned about. I haven't seen any of your comments. I just know that Redbeard was irritated with you, so I'm putting you in a timeout because you seem kind of combative. Have you tried, I don't know, oh, maybe you could find some like kitty videos on YouTube, you know, like the cute little ones with like the babies that are like being won over by big dogs like a German Shepherd and the little kittens scared. So it's like, yeah, maybe that would put you in a good mood. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Sargo. I was pretty sure you were not that type of person, because that would be a lot of effort, right? But this person, see, you were asking about the reactions with the new guy. This person's going to be put in that crossroads. It's like, do I actually work on myself? Should I do the right thing? Or do I just want to see if I can get her back? Do I just want to see if I could get the answer that I want, right? And that's an important test for this person. So jealousy would be the answer on the reaction, right? Possessiveness, Emperor in the reverse. This is someone who stays at a distance or who has not made moves, has not wanted to talk about how they feel, but they get possessive. So yes, jealousy would be the answer. Why? Nine of Swords, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Scared to lose you, but I think also scared that they might not find somebody who looks at them the way that you would, you know? They may have kind of misread the situation with you entirely. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I might have to like read back and see like what was going on, but Redbeard said that he probably put him on a timeout actually. But yeah, I kind of missed the whole thing. So I don't know what the saga is. So Mara, the Sun card talks a lot about enlightenment and happiness, but there are a variety of interpretations as with every card. I would say it is seen as the happiest card in the deck though. All right, so we've got Dana up next. What is the message from Dana's mom, please? The Hermit, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Take some time for yourself. This is a little bit similar to what I think I heard last time. Queen of Cups, this is like you deserve to have some like happiness, some loving energy, some relaxation, or connecting with an old friend perhaps. You know, a little bit of quality time is in order. We have the Eight of Pentacles and Temperance. So yeah, it looks like mom feels like you've been working a little bit too hard, or maybe even surrounding yourself with energy that hasn't had a very positive impact on you. And this is what you are being prescribed by mom. It's like a little bit of peace and serenity, quality time, even if it's as simple as, you know, we're gonna just have a nice little movie night, you know? And what about from Grandpa Francis, please? Six of Wands in the reverse, the Star, the Lovers, the Nine of Wands. Honestly, this feels like your grandpa's offering to send you someone, a soulmate. Is that what this is? We've got frustration over your current love situation. Like, he wants something more stable. Don't give too much to something. With the Four of Cups in the reverse, this is like, is this what you really want? Is there something else that could potentially, you know, like work out for you? Yeah, I think he wants someone else for you. Is Dana about to meet someone new? Yeah, I do feel like you're about to meet someone new. And it could have been somebody that, like, your grandpa would approve of, right? Or I feel like Gramps is trying to get you interested in somebody new. And may have a little bit of, it's like I see, boop, there's some better love for you, you know? I'm looking out for you. Hello, Lonnie, how are you doing? All right, I'm going to leave it there because we're already at 70 minutes. I love you all. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for hyping the video if you're able to, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.